Hi class, let's take a look at example 3. Now example 3 has one more set of instructions, which is the set builder notation. We're using the interval notation, also the graph of it. Okay, so let me just start by multiplying by 2 and technically by 2. And also we're going to be adding the 10. So adding the 10. And this is going to give us x is less than negative 10 intersection of x is greater than 19. Now keep in mind that we're multiplying by 2, so we end up with a negative value on the right hand side, but we're now multiplying by a negative, so we don't flip the inequality. We're adding 10, so that's going to give us 19. And that's actually it. So let's actually take a look at the graphs of these, and we'll take a look at the actual solution. So x is less than negative 10. And let me put it here, obviously not to scale, but that's going to be 0. I'll just put 19 here and negative 10 to the on the left. And the first solution is x is less than negative 10. So technically from negative 10 to the left. The other one is going to have a x is greater than 19. So we're looking at 0. This is going to be 19 and technically negative 10. So greater than 19 is going to have an open circle and to the right. And we have a minor problem. So here's the idea. We're looking at the intersection of both of these inequalities. And notice that intersection means, well, the solutions that are shared to both. And in this case, there's no solutions on the intersection that are on both of these. So x is less than 10 means from negative 10 to the left. And 19, or x is greater than 19, means from 19 to the right. So in terms of our solution, this is a no solution. So let me write it as solution. We simply say no solution. The graph, even though they're asking us to provide a sketch, we simply would say this is 0, this is 19, this is negative 10, and no value shaded. The interval notation, we would simply say none, since there's no solution. The set builder notation, now, for the set builder notation, we simply write the set that contains no value on it, and this is the empty set. So any version of the empty set would be fine. You could write the set with no values in it, or a 0 with a line across, or simply write empty set. Since they do want the set builder notation, then the proper one is the set with no values in it. That's why I'm writing the other ones in green, but those are also ways to express the empty set. So this particular problem, because you have two inequalities or two solutions going in opposite direction, there is no intersection. And from here, we can actually take a look at the union. Now, union, remember that it means we're putting both of these as one, and technically simplified if possible. In this case, we cannot simplify, so we would just say that the solution represents the x is less than negative 10, or x is greater than 19, meaning we're expressing this inequality and that inequality. The or is needed, since technically this is read as if it was a single one, but there is a gap in between as you put both of these together. The actual graph is just going to consist of those two solutions in one. So technically 0, this will be 19, this is negative 10. And as we're merging both of these, greater than 19 is from here to the right. and then from here to the left. X is greater than 19 represents this. X is less than negative 10 represents that value there. Next one, they want the interval notation. Okay, your interval notation is going to include this piece and this as one with the union symbol. So technically from negative infinity to negative 10, and then the union symbol, then from 19, actually above 19 to positive infinity. So we're referring to x is greater than 19, which is this piece, and then x is less than negative 10 for negative infinity to negative 10. Remember that interval notation is also from min to max, but in this case, the union, it's telling us that there's a gap in between. So you have all the values from negative infinity to not including negative 10, gap, and then after 19 all the way to the positive infinity. The last one is the set builder notation. So for the set builder notation, it'll be the set of x's such that, and then x is less than negative 10, or x is greater than 19. And then we would just say where x is a real number. And then let me close the squiggly bracket. And that's it for this one. And once more, no intersection of this one because your solutions are going in opposite direction. They're not sharing any elements. And then on the union, you basically put these as if it was a single one. You do have to include the or emphasizes that we're putting these together or that they come from different solutions. And then also on the interval, it requires the u. That's it for this one. I'll put the other problem on another video.